Hey y'all, so I just want to get on here real quick and kind of give some advice on first dates, dating as a 28-year-old. Ask questions. Two of my main questions that I ask are, how are your relationship with your parents, and do you believe in marriage? Just because in my past relationship, I feel like in arguments, it was always, go talk to your dad. You need your daddy. Go talk to your daddy. You got daddy issues. And technically, I don't have daddy issues. I grew up with my grandparents on my dad's side who played a really big role in taking over because my dad was in a different city. So I never really missed out on having my dad in my life because they took over while he was away. And when he came in town, he always played his part. And so now we do have a distant relationship, but I do still talk to my dad, and I don't have daddy issues, like, at all. So fast forward. How's your relationship with your parents? Do you believe in marriage? Did you grow up in a two-parent household? Period. Because I didn't grow up in a two-parent household. Did I experience the love of two parents? Yes. I had my grandparents. Period. Like, that, I can't keep repeating that.
So I'm not saying totally disregard a relationship with a person if they didn't have a healthy relationship with both their parents. But if you do, you're avoiding a world of problems. Because a lot of times people try to find what's missing from their parents in the relationship that they're currently in. And that's just not fair to the person who has nothing to do with her daddy issues or her mommy issues or whatever. You'd be surprised at the probability of how much better your relationship would be with your significant other if she has a healthy relationship with both her parents.
It is Wild Wednesday, and I'm going to get wild and offensive with my videos because I think it's time somebody digs deep into our culture and into our people to figure out what is going on upstairs with our women. Divorce is on the rise more than ever among Middle Easterns, whether they live in the Middle East or abroad. And just like we saw among Westernized countries like America, when the women became independent is when the family structures collapsed. They collapsed to the point where now women are waking up and saying, you know what? I want a home again. I want my kids to have a healthy home. Well, the Middle Easterns are not there. We are at the point where we are collapsing because not only are women independent asking for a divorce, but we also have culture shock. A lot of our women are extremely spoiled. Yes, I said it. A lot of our women are extremely spoiled, and the men cannot keep up. What is happening with our women?
It seems like the whole entire world is asking that same question. I don't know if it's the westernized culture that's influencing all the women around the world. I don't know what it is.
Do you know the most annoying thing that men do to, like, basically all women? You open your mouth, you start saying things that you will do, nobody asked you, and then you don't do them. Now you're pissing me off because I didn't ask you. You understand what I mean? Oh, I'm gonna get you this, or I'm gonna take you here. Oh, we should do this and this and this and this and this, and then you don't do it. So basically, I think my ick is you said you're gonna do something and you didn't do it.
Yeah,
if you cannot commit
so bad,
to something,
actually.
then I cannot trust you whatsoever. You understand what I mean?
Be a man of your word.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I totally agree. If you're not a man of your word, then what you doing, bro? And it be the dudes like that who mess it up for the honorable men. The man that stands on principle and believes in the standards that those principles set.
How are you gonna tell somebody you fine? Let me get your Instagram. I'm gonna talk to you. Da da da. And I say, okay, buy me a hot dog from the corner lady. He gonna say you wildin'. You can't buy me a hot dog, but you wanna talk to me? Bye.
Every time a woman sets a standard for herself that a man can't meet, they're always going to say, you dodged a bullet, king. They're always going to try to disqualify this woman for daring to have a standard that one of them can't meet. Look at this one right here. Lo and behold, it will go from buy me a hot dog to buy me a Birkin bag or buy me a car. Sir, if you can't afford a hot dog, Birkins are the least of your worries. Or this little nugget right here. So he can possibly be ghosted and lose out on $10? Nah, my boy played it right. If you're pressed by $10, you shouldn't be worried about dating anyone. You should be worried about your finances. How can you make more money? Should you go back to school? Are you looking for a pay raise? Should you get a skill or a trade? Money should be what you're worried about, not women. But my whole thing is like, what's the problem here? Neither of them is wrong. He's not wrong for saying, no, I'm not interested in a woman that would have me pay for something. If that's what he wants, that's what he wants. She's clearly not the kind of woman for him. And the men acting as if men have never bought a woman something to talk to her is insane. Why do y'all buy a woman a drink at the club? Do you buy her a drink and then you walk off? No. You buy her a drink and you know that while she's sipping on that drink, she's probably going to talk to you. And the reason why some women decline a drink is because they don't want to talk to you. So stop acting like it's brand new and the game has changed because a man is trying to buy a woman something in order to talk to her.
Even though she makes some great points, I'm pretty sure it's not the fact that he can't afford her a hot dog. He probably can afford 1,000 hot dogs. He probably not buying that hot dog because he's not trying to give into the normalized system of paying for a woman. Dating a woman in these days is like a financial risk. Like every single dude that's dating a woman right now is like their own businessman. Every dude dating a woman might as well form an LLC because they're trying to get a return on their investment, and a lot of them are losing. My motto is, if she really likes you, you ain't gotta pay for nothing. Would Drake have to pay for anything? Would Idris Elba have to pay for anything? No, because if she likes him enough and she sees his value enough, she's gonna wanna be in his situation. Or just ask any regular dude who's not a celebrity who gets a lot of attention from women. If she really like him, he ain't gotta pay for nothing in order for her to give him that attention.
Real cute friend. Put it down a little bit in the front, like right here. Let me see. Perfect, perfect.
What? Huh?
What did we just watch?
So first question is, are we official? No, don't lie. Are we official, yes or no?
We're not official right now, but we're going to be like later on. That's the way I can put it right now.
So when you got a message and you said we not locked in, what that mean?
Bro, that shit, bro, he rearranged my words.
So what did you mean?
Bro, when I said, okay, the Naima situation.
Right, what'd you say about the Naima situation? What'd you say?
Y'all see the difference in when a woman sees your value and she's asking you why y'all not in a relationship? She's chasing you to be in a relationship with her. When a woman likes you, you ain't gotta pay money, you ain't gotta do none of that stuff. If she sees your value, she's gonna be asking you why she not with you. I firmly believe if a woman don't like you like that, she's gonna ask for stuff from you. But if a woman likes you, she's gonna ask for you. She's gonna ask for your commitment, your time, your attention.
We've created a generation of narcissistic women, and what's happened is the rise of social media and the rise of online dating and the rise of feminism has taught women that they are not to blame for any poor choices. Every poor choice is glamorized, so if you want to be a sex worker, it's great. If you want to post in bikini pictures online, it's fine. If you want to be with it, every poor choice is glamorized, and every internal reflection is seen as gaslighting yourself. So they've even got terms for internal reflection to prevent it happening. And so what will happen is they are trained to not reflect on themselves because we've been told we've been oppressed for so many years. Now it's time to make sure we project, and so we don't take any accountability. And as a result, when we get into relationships, if we don't feel completely soothed all the time, he must be a narcissist. He must be a manipulator. He must be gaslighting. He, rather than I. And unfortunately, we've got an online market that caters to that wounded woman, that caters to that entitled woman, and caters to that narcissistic woman. And it's so wild to me that so many women talk about narcissism, but the society today is just catering to narcissistic women. If I post a picture online, a bikini picture online, there's nothing my husband can do that can compete with that level of accolade.
Attention.
Impossible.
The compliments, the attention, the messaging that you're so sexy and beautiful, and all these different things from thousands or potentially millions of men
around the world
who have money and all these things.
Yeah, and there's nothing he can do. He can't post online and get the same reaction, and more so, he can't give me the same level of validation. So what's happened is we've created a setup in society that means men have to compete with a level of validation they can't compete with.
As true as all this is, as long as there's simps around to continue to feed that narcissism, it will always be prevalent. And I think because of human nature, men's nature, there will always be simps. So this problem is really not going to go away no time soon. Not in my opinion. The only way it would change is if probably laws were implemented to penalize certain actions that they do out in public, like pretty much how it is in the Middle East where, women aren't allowed to do certain things. I'm not saying that strategy is right or wrong, but that's the only thing I can practically see on a macro level working and stopping the modern women from acting the way they do. Because it's getting out of control.
I don't like them, I'm just saying, they ain't right, I get sick. Now one of them got a man, now one of them got a plan. Now one of them fucking with you, now one of them trying to bang. Now one that tried to fuck me, but I can't let you be in bed.
If that's what he was doing, then that's as passive aggressive as you can get, bro.
Hey, bro, she's fine as hell.
You talking about the girl in the blue? Bro, what are you? Bro, shut up. Chill out. Damn. You see that? Bro, I'm finna start walking backwards. Chill out, bro. My friend has a crush on you. These hoes got it like that. Damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting you on.
Low key though, those type of friends be the best type of wingmans. How do I know? I was that friend.